Greetings once again to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video will be seen and shared. It's Celine Driver again, bringing you another unboxing and review, but not just any unboxing and review. This is a very, well, for one thing, this is not my watch yet. I'll explain. This is also a very special unboxing because this is the first time that I know of, and I might be wrong, but this is the first time I know of where Zelos has done a collaboration watch with another company. Specifically in this case, another company called Stiches and Buckles. They are a micro brand dealer, and I will leave a link to their page in the description. And they resell a lot of different microbrand watches, including Zelos. But what Zelos has done, and I'll unbox as I talk here, this typical Zelos packaging. Zelos had a lot to do with this watch. But it was marketed through Stiches and Buckles through their website. The watch has a special couple of features on it that you'll see here in a moment. But for now, we have the typical Zelos packaging. We have the typical Zelos outer sleeve, which you saw. You have the typical Zelos cigar type box. And you have the typical Zelos roll. All of which are fine. I mean, you know me. I'm a big fan of Zelos. I'm a big fan of the way they package and do things. Now, inside the roll, first of all, there's, as far as I could tell, there's no card or anything like this. Now, this watch I have here is, as I said, it's not mine. It was loaned into the channel. I did buy one of these watches. It will be probably see this thing about mid-September 2020. But this is I guess you would call it a production sample. This is serial number 1 of 108 watches of this style. Number 1 is being sent around to various YouTubers and other folks to sample. And inside the packaging, you have your standard Zelos Horween leather, but you'll notice without the Zelos logo on the buckle. Interesting. You have your Zelos rubber strap, this one with the Zelos logo on the buckle. A screwdriver, which Zelos used to include screwdrivers in some of their older offerings, but they don't do that anymore. But this is a nice screwdriver. I didn't use it for resizing the bracelet. Now, I'm not sure about this strap. This is a blue leather strap, and you'll see that it matches the watch face very nicely. It looks like a collar ebb strap, but it's stiffer than my favorite collar ebb strap. I'm really not sure who makes this. It doesn't say, at least not to. And I'm not sure because the website says that everyone gets this brown strap, this rubber strap, and the bracelet. It didn't say anything about this blue one. Now, the rumor is that this blue one might be an option for early adopters, of which I guess I qualify, but I'm not sure. I can take it or leave it. I mean, if it's in there, great. I'm happy. If it's not, I'll live. But this is, I've been rambling on for almost 5 minutes. I haven't even shown you the watch yet. And here it is. You might recognize the style. This is essentially a Mako version 3 Mako with a very special watch face. If you're pretty sure the camera's picking up. the watch face, which is Sodalite. And I'll get into that in a minute. What is Sodalite? I'll get into that. And it gets a Terra, since this is officially known as the Zelos Terra. The actually full name is Zelos Terra by Adamas, or Adamas, Adamas, Adamas. I'm gonna go with Adamas. But otherwise, except for, and I'm sorry about the blister there on my thumb. This thumb does seem to take some abuse, doesn't it? Otherwise, except for the case back and the watch face, this is very much a Zelos version 3 or Gen 3 Mako, with the crown at the 4 o'clock, slightly bigger crown in the Gen 2 and Gen 3s than in the Gen 1. It's a newer Zelos bracelet with the new Zelos clasp. So this, the DNA is obviously Zelos Mako. I mean, it's very obvious. But it was reworked slightly with Zelos's blessing, with Elshin's blessing, by Stiches and Buckles, with a unique Sodalite dial. And they were also allowed to put their logo on where normally this would be where it would have script about water resistance and such things. Zelos allowed a second logo on the watch face. So you have your standard Zelos logo there, and you have Stiches and Buckles or Adamas's logo there at the 6 o'clock. Otherwise, looks very much like a Gen 3 Mako, which is a hell of a nice watch. I happen to own 3 Makos myself. I have a Gen 3 and I have a couple of Gen 1s. So I like the watch. I like the line of the Mako. But as you can see, the watch face is completely unique. And that was, for me, the major selling point. And for a lot of others, the major selling point is the Sodalite dial. Every one, just like the meteorites that that Zelos makes, every meteorite face is unique. Every Sodalite face is going to be unique. It's going to have different striations, different features. Are all going to have that case back, which I like. See if we can get a good shot of that. Anyway, I'm going to put this on. Give you the wrist shot. And on my 7 1/4 inch wrist, this 40 millimeter Mako, it's essentially what it is. It is a Mako. As we know in my other videos, these Makos fit me just fine. Maybe a tad small compared to the 42s through 44s that I like to wear. But I have no objections to this 40 millimeter. It fits my 7 1/4 inch wrist just fine. The down the barrel shot shows that the lugs hit just fine at the top of my wrist. I have plenty of room. 40 millimeter case. And the way the lugs fit, this thing is going to fit down easily to a 6-inch wrist. Shouldn't look too terribly goofy on a wrist that small. Certainly a dive watch that could be worn by either men or women. So let's learn a little bit about this watch. I have actually have 3 pages. See? 3? Because there was a good bit of information I wanted to communicate to you, my viewer. As I said, this is a Stiches and Buckles micro-brand dealer, Zelos Terra by Adamas. So this is not, you're not going to find this watch on Zelos's website. This is going to be exclusively on the Stiches and Buckles website. As I said, there is a link in the description to this watch. It is still available for purchase. It is a limited edition of 108 pieces. Pardon me. It is a 40 millimeter case, as you can see. It is a 20 millimeter lug, 46 on the lug to lug, and 14 millimeters thick, with a very highly domed sapphire crystal. You have a blue ceramic bezel insert and a 120 click bezel. Nice and smooth, very vocal. And when you lock it in, there's no wobble, there's no slop. Oh, and I want to do this real quick. As you can see, the blue strap, I don't know, some people might get them, some people don't. All of you might get them. Maybe they're going to kick it out at the last minute. I don't know. But you can see the blue matches the bezel and the watch face very nicely. So, if it's in your kit, maybe it's a nice alternative to the bracelet. The one I ordered, and remember, folks, I did order one of these. I paid my full price. I got no discount. I got no special favors. I paid just like everybody else. And this is not mine. This is the sample. This is a production sample. Mine will be coming. It will look different than this one. I'll probably do another video with mine. It uses a Miyota 9015 movement. As you can see, there's no date window on this. That is owing to the fragility of the Sodalite. It is a screw down crown. It is loomed and signed crown, and it does unscrew with a very nice pop. It has one click, which is a ghost, does nothing. Second click hacks the movement, and you can adjust the time. You pop it back in, a couple of real quick turns, and it screws the crown back into the case to get your full water resistance of 300 meters. It is a 316L stainless steel case, 316L stainless steel bracelet. These will come mounted on the bracelet. You have adjustable links secured by screws. I took 3 off to get it to fit me, so you still have plenty more adjustment. You have a micro adjuster. Zelos' newest micro adjuster. You can see mine is all the way out. To move it, you take this little slider, you push it away, and then you can slide. It is very stiff, by the way. You push it, and you can move. I'm going to do it just to prove I can do it. Maybe I won't. Hang on. The hell with it. It can be done. I can't do it on camera, obviously, because every time you try to do something on camera, it inevitably screws up. Anyway, the dial is Sodalite, as I've been saying all along. Each one will be unique. So essentially, all 108 of these Terras will be a one of one, because everyone will be unique. Now, what is Sodalite? It is a mineral, typically royal blue, typically with white striations, or Sodalite will appear in other colors, but typically you find it as a blue mineral with white or grayish striations, like this one. It can also have patches as well. It is a very light mineral. It is a very fragile mineral, and it is very hard to make a watch face out of one of these things. just cutting the circle is hard enough, and if you want to try and cut a date window into these things, it is probably going to lead to a very low yield rate. So the decision was made, evidently at manufacturing time, that we are not going to make one with a date window because we will have multiple failures, because Sodalite will crack or fracture very easily. Now, I've been told that the way they mount this thing in the watch, it's very solid and very safe because it is a solid piece. And it's mounted in a way that preserves its integrity, just like with meteorite. And we know that Zelos has had plenty of years of working with meteorite. So I feel very good that the Sodalite stone will hold up very nicely. So there you go. I've been waiting for quite a few months for this watch to go into production, and as I make this video, which is early September of 2020, I have been told by the folks at that are running the program in conjunction with Elshin that these watches are on the verge of shipping, which probably translates into possibly the second week in September, maybe the third week. So right around mid-September is when these watches are supposed to begin to be delivered. I don't know when mine's going to be delivered. I don't know what serial number I'm going to get. Like I said, I'm a customer just like everybody else, and I get my watch in sequence. Just because somebody hung the name Mr. Zelos on me doesn't mean that I get special privileges, nor do I want any. But I was very happy that they offered me the chance to get this sample in so I could review it and play with it and present it to you fine folks as another beautiful example of a Zelos watch. This time a collaboration watch, and I think it is a successful one. I hope maybe Elshin will do some more. So, I will conclude. If you liked the video, and I certainly hope you did, and I hope you found it informative and entertaining, please give me that thumbs up. The thumbs up or clicking the like button or whatever you want to call it does help with the YouTube algorithms. Supposed to anyway. It's supposed to make my channel more searchable. More likely that my channel will pop up in a search for, say, Zelos or Mako or Sodalite or something like that. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you're going to spam me, you're going to post goofball links to go to spam sites, or you're going to troll me, I will just delete the post so nobody sees it, and I will block you so that nobody sees you. If you're new to the channel, of course, first of all, welcome, welcome, welcome. Very happy that you stopped by. Please, on your way out, click the subscribe button that's down there in the corner. A little red button, and then click the little gray icon next to it, the little bell icon, so that when I upload new videos or I go live, which I do from time to time, you will be alerted. I hope everyone is staying safe. I'm making this on the verge of a holiday weekend here in America. That would be Labor Day weekend, so I hope everyone has a safe and fun and family-filled Labor Day weekend. Otherwise, in general, stay safe, stay well, and I will see you soon.